Pleasant morning, students. Let's continue with the uses of bacteria. Bacteria are single celled microorganisms that are economically important to us in many prospects. Let us see how bacteria is used in pharmaceutical industry. In the pharmaceutical industry, bacteria are used to produce antibiotics, vaccines, and medically used enzymes. Most antibiotics are made by bacteria that live in soil. Streptomyces produces streptomycin, chloromycetin, and tetracycline. Bacterial products are used in the manufacture of vaccines, mainly for immunization against infectious diseases. Blood plasma without clotting factor fibrinogen but with antibodies and antitoxins are referred as serum. Genetic engineering refers to method of rearranging genes, removing or adding them or transferring them from one organism to another organism. Genetic engineering, sometimes called genetic modification. To explain the process of genetic engineering, I have taken the example of insulin, a protein that helps to regulate the sugar level in our blood. Let's see the procedure of the genetic engineering in the manufacture of insulin. A small piece of circular DNA called plasmid is extracted from the bacteria or the yeast cell. A small section is then cut out of the plasmid by restriction enzymes, which are commonly called as the molecular scissors or biological scissors. The gene for human insulin is inserted into the gap in the plasmid. This plasmid is now genetically modified. The genetically modified plasmid is introduced into a new bacteria or a yeast cell. This cell then divides rapidly and starts making insulin. To create large amounts of cells, the genetically modified bacteria or yeast are grown in large fermentation vessels that contain all the nutrients they need. When fermentation is complete, the mixture is filtered to release the insulin. The insulin is then purified and packaged into bottles. And later, that will be distributed to the patients with diabetes. Genetically engineering blood clotting factor 8 is used for the treatment of hemophilia A, and genetically engineered blood clotting factor 9 is used for the treatment of hemophilia B. Curing of tea leaves is brought about by the activity of bacteria. It is a fermentation process by which water is driven off, the green color is lost, and leaves assume a tougher texture. Bacteria here are used to produce flavored tea. Tanning is a process of treating skins and hides of animals to produce leather. Bacteria is used in leather tanning, helping to break down the perishable part of a skin. Now, let us learn about the importance of bacteria in agriculture. The nitrogen component is inert. This means plants and animals cannot use it directly. To be able to use nitrogen, plants convert atmospheric nitrogen to nitrates by the process called the nitrogen cycle. Animals derive their nitrogen required from plants. The nitrogen cycle consists of four main steps, namely nitrogen fixation, ammonification or decomposition process, nitrification, and finally denitrification. It is important to note that microorganisms play an important role in each of these steps. Let's see the mechanism of each of these steps. Nitrogen fixation. This is a first step in the nitrogen cycle. This step is characterized by the conversion of atmospheric nitrogen into ammonia. Bacteria like Azotobacter and Rhizobium have a major role in this process. They are present in the roots of leguminous plants and help to convert atmospheric nitrogen to ammonia. Second step, assimilation. Once the nitrogen has been fixed in the soil, plants can absorb nitrogen through their roots. This process of absorption is known as assimilation. Third step, ammonification. This is another process by which ammonia can be generated. Organic remains of plants and animals are broken down in the soil by some bacteria to release ammonia into the soil. This dead matter is used by microorganisms as food and they release ammonia into the soil. Nitrification. This occurs in two steps. The first step is in which ammonia is converted into nitrite NO2. Then nitrite is converted into nitrate NO3. The bacteria Nitrosomonas and Nitrococcus present in the soil convert ammonia to nitrite. Nitrobacter converts nitrite to nitrate. These bacteria gain energy through these conversions. Last step in the nitrogen cycle is denitrification. This is the reverse of nitrification that occurs in the deep layers of soil where the bacteria convert nitrate into nitrogen and other gaseous compounds like nitrogen dioxide. This occurs because in deep layers of soil, oxygen is not available and the soil bacteria use these nitrogen compounds instead of oxygen. Then, what is the importance of this nitrogen cycle? Plants need nitrogen to synthesize chlorophyll, and so the nitrogen cycle is absolutely essential for them. During the process of ammonification, the bacteria helps degrade decomposing animal and plant matter. This helps in naturally cleaning up the environment. Due to nitrogen cycle, nitrates and nitrites are released into the soil that will enrich the soil fertility and made it suitable for cultivation. It is due to nitrogen cycle that animals are able to utilize the nitrogen present in the air. Now let's see the role of bacteria in food industry. Dairy products need bacteria which is present in lactic acid such as Lactobacillus, Lactococcus and Streptococcus for its production. Bread and vinegar also require bacteria for the fermentation process. Naturally occurring bacterium Tg57 can directly convert cellulose to biobutanol, which is known as a biofuel. Harmful aspects of bacteria. Some of the major harmful activities of bacteria are as follows: food poisoning, destruction of domestic article, biowar and bioterrorism. Let's know about the food poisoning or botulism. The poisoning is due to toxin produced by a type of bacteria called Clostridium botulinum. Certain food sources such as home canned fish, salted fish, preserved vegetables with low acid content provide a potent breeding ground. Let's learn in detail about the food preservation methods. Food preservation is a technique to prevent food spoilage, food poisoning, food infection, and preventing microbial contamination in the food. First process, salting or pickling. Food preserved in salt such as fish, meat, salt prevent microbial growth. Food preserved in vinegar due to the action of acetic acid which prevents microbial growth. Dehydration. The process of removal of water, one of the simplest and cheapest method which prevents microbial growth due to the lack of water. And the best example is the dried milk. Fourth kind is radiation. UV rays, beta rays and gamma rays are widely used in food preservation and prevents microbial growth. Even UV rays in hospitals, factories are mainly used to kill bacterial spores. Pasteurization. It is the process of heating milk below boiling point to kill pathogenic bacteria to make the food safe to eat, which stops fermentation, named after Pasteur, who introduced the technique. Milk kept for 30 minutes at low temperature around 62.8 degrees Celsius, which is followed by the sudden chilling. But soaring bacteria like lactobacillus, they remain unaltered even after pasteurization. Next kind of preservation method is refrigeration, where keeping food at low temperature or cold. Microbes do not grow or multiply below freezing point. Remain unspoiled in domestic refrigerator where the temperature is maintained at 5 degrees Celsius, which is mainly done for the short term storage. Deep freezers, the temperature is maintained at around minus 20 to minus 30 degree and they are very good, suitable for the long term storage. Chemical additives. These are added to preserve flavor and even to enhance its taste and appearance, which inhibit microbial growth due to plasmolysis. It's a process when the organism lose water after being placed in hypertonic solution. And the examples of the chemical additives are acetic acid, lactic acid, benzoic acid, and sodium benzoate. There are few diseases common in plants: black rot of mustard and cauliflower, bacterial blight of cowpea. The common disease caused by bacteria in animals includes Bacillus anthracis causes anthrax disease that result in the reduced milk yield. In human beings, bacterial species cause common diseases like typhoid, tuberculosis, and whooping cough, etc. Bioweapons. It is the use of biological toxin or infectious agents with the intention to kill or incapacitate humans, animals, and plants as an act of war. They are commonly called germ bombs. When exploded, release germs and causes disease. Bacillus anthracis bacteria, which causes anthrax, is one of the most deadly agents to be used as a bioweapon. So that's complete about the economic importance of bacteria. In the next session, let's speak about fungi and its uses. Thank you. Have a good day.